is a specialty night with the Hawks basketball team. Magic City was going to come in and sponsor a night. A lot of people were excited about that. They were planning to attend, but then the Magic City Monday sparked national backlash. Atlanta Hawks getting a lot of heat over this themed promotion tied to a very famous Atlanta spot, Magic City. You may have already heard people talking about Magic City Monday. The themed night is planned for March 16th. That's when the Hawks play Orlando Magic. The event would include Magic City branded merchandise, the club's very famous lemon pepper wings, and a halftime performance from Atlanta rapper T.I. But not everybody is on board. San Antonio Spurs center Luke Cornett spoke out against it, calling on the Hawks to cancel the promotion. He says celebrating a strip club during an NBA game could reflect poorly on the league. He also raised concerns about objectifying women, saying that the basketball game is supposed to be family friendly. A former Hawk, Al Hartford, agrees with Cornett. In a Hawks statement, they say they are still planning on doing the promotion. They did not provide any further details and declined our interview request. But TMZ Sports talked with the owner of Magic City. He's defending the promotion and says that the club's role is Atlanta culture. Take a listen to that interview.
Isn't appropriate. Is there anything you can say that would address that and assuage some of their fears about what this celebration is going to look like?
First off, Magic City's been a staple in Atlanta for 40 years now. It's bigger than Strip. It's more of a iconic place where anybody who's a CEO, an NBA player, a politician, actresses, actors, they all come and they're all normal when they come here. You know, it makes everybody's ego, you know, everybody's the same when they come to Magic City. And it's more than Strip. It's more about the culture, the hip hop, the music, the food, the fun vibes. If I could describe it, I would call it like an adult version of Cirque du Soleil, or
I would say that's accurate, Juju.
Yeah. And as far as for the game, it's more of just a fun night where we celebrate good music, the wings, and sell our merch, and T.I. performs. You know, we're not like bringing entertainers to the game. We're not having rest out or, you know.
There's not going to be any nudity. There's not going to be.
There would be no nudity whatsoever at all. There would be no signs of nudity. There would be no nudity at all. It's strictly just wings and music and people having a good time.
Yaya, I'm wondering what your reaction is to what Luke was saying, because what he's essentially saying is, yes, he disagrees with this celebration at the game, but it also sounds like he's saying that strip clubs in general don't celebrate women, at least not in the way he would like to. And your response to that is it is certainly a familiar criticism of strip clubs.
I honestly feel like where he's coming from is a good space, and he's coming from his heart, and he feels like he's doing what's right. But as a woman that has worked for Magic City for years, they've taken me across the globe. They've helped support me throughout my entire mid-20s so far. And one thing that I have to say is I don't feel used. I don't feel degraded. And I feel like this collaboration, honestly, is more a celebratory energy than anything that he's trying to make it seem like. So I honestly don't see how this could be a bad thing for the women. And I think that this type of advertisement is what's going to even help them get out of the club. But I feel like the only way for us to move on and to move in a different direction other than dancing is through feeling financially strong enough to leave. And I think that through collaborations with the NBA are perfect for that strategy.
It's just really a good time for everybody to celebrate the what we've done over the years with Magic City as far as having success in the culture and in hip hop and in the food industry now. And it just really, we want to show that we're here to support women, empower them to go to school, to do more, and, you know, to live life too and have fun, but also, you know, just try to do better.
Thank you to TMZ Sports for sharing that interview with us. And you heard there, they said they feel like this is a celebration. They feel like it's a positive thing. But some people in Atlanta are pushing back on that. I got a letter, an open letter that was written from a large group of people who work with survivors of human trafficking. They wrote an open letter to the Atlanta Hawks. I want to read part of it right there. They say, "We are a coalition of anti-sex trafficking organizations and survivor leaders in Atlanta. They work every day alongside survivors of sexual exploitation, advocate for their dignity, and fight to dismantle the systems that harm them. Many of us are Atlanta sports fans," they write. "We celebrate the city's teams and the pride they bring to our community. This is why we are writing that letter." They say this is not an experience that is true to the Atlanta that they are helping to build. In their work as anti-trafficking advocates, the organizations have been involved in countless cases where traffickers groomed, recruited, and forced women to work at strip clubs and took all of the money those women earned. They have seen underage girls given fake IDs and made to dance in these venues. Recent cases from Wisconsin and Texas, they write, further illustrate the ways that strip club industry can be intersect or complicit in trafficking and exploitation. They say their organization exists to walk alongside women who have been harmed by systems exactly like this one, and that they serve survivors who are trying to rebuild their lives, reclaim their dignity, and find safety and healing. So you can see that this has become incredibly polarizing. Right now, the only statement we have from the Hawks is that this event is still going to happen on March 16th when they play the Orlando Magic. And so we're going to continue to follow this and get reactions from both sides there. We want to thank TMZ Sports again for sharing that interview.